Hey guys, happy Friday. From now on, it's all about the feels. It's all about living from the heart space. We all scream that we want change. In order to have change, we must be that change. It isn't up to anyone else but us, each individually. It is up to us. We have to decide that we are it. We are the reason. We are responsible for these changes we want to see. And I'm not saying, as I keep telling everybody, I learned to choose myself back when I decided I wanted a divorce. I was choosing Teresa because Teresa got lost in the shuffle of life. Teresa was very, very unhappy. She was blessed, and she had 2 incredible children who are with her to this day. But the rest of it, it was a lot of yes when she meant no. And she went along with it and dug herself into a big, deep hole. And that's what happens to people when they get lost in the sauce and left to allow others to speak for them and do for them. Right now, guys, it is the time for us to open our hearts and be loving, and that means starting with ourselves. And we have free will, and the choice to make is yourself. Start with yourself, making you the best you want to be. That best you is capable of making the changes you want to see. The world is in disarray because we're unhappy. A lot of people are unhappy because of the choices they've made and didn't make. The ones you don't make speak louder than the ones you do. When you put your happiness in the hands of others and things, put your heart into experiences, my friends. I learned this one a long time ago. And one thing you're not taught in school, which is something valuable, is about money. And just because you get to the age where you can get credit because the powers that be deemed you can get a credit card because of this number they put on you, when you get it or offered it, it doesn't mean you need to take it. Furthermore, when you do get it, it does not mean you spend it all. This is something that is not told to you. You dig yourself into a hole, and then guess what happens? You get these, I can't think of anything but bad words, but I'm not going to say them. Advertisements to get yourself into a bigger hole, deeper hole, more and more debt. And then you are penalized for being in that debt. It's something terrible that we've created. It doesn't feel good. We want magic, yet nobody believes in magic. But it's true, magic does exist. And it starts with us, each of us in our hearts. We all have choices. We all have free will to make those choices. The thing you don't get to choose is what happens from that choice you make. See, it's a gamble. So when you live from your heart, that heart is pure and it's loving. I gotta show you this purple. It's desert sage. Look at this. It is gorgeous, yes? And then, of course, the purple smoke. So, when we start living from our hearts, things are going to change. They will. But the reason it's going to take a while is because everybody isn't doing it at the same time. Everyone is on a different path, a different timeline. All you can control is yourself and decide. So Teresa made the decision. She wanted happiness over things, over what she thought meant happiness. And yeah, the bottom dropped out. The universe said, okay, fine. God created the universe. The universe controls everything. God is merely a bystander. It doesn't mean God wants bad things to happen. God is allowing you and me to experience. That's exactly what we're doing. God is our creator. And when we decide to surrender, let go and put things in their hands that we cannot control, kind of like I say, I used to tell my children, you suppose that when we had our other dog, Sandy, we'd take Sandy in the car and I'd say, do you think Sandy thinks that we just get in this car and we push a button and it just goes? And they laughed so hard. It's the first time I really thought about it like that. So think about life that way. Decide you're going to get in the car and allow it to take you for a ride, but be the driver of that car. Know where you want to go. You're in charge of that. And if you're on a ride and you're going someplace you don't want to go, get out. Get out and make the choice to go a different way, a different route. And the way we're looking at life is just that. It's the way we are looking at it. And remember, stop looking at negativity. Stop looking at this ugly news. They're putting out what they want us to see. They're dumbing us down and they want us to feel bad. They don't want us to get better. They want us to be in chaotic disarray. You got to ask yourself, someone or something that doesn't want the best for you, doesn't want you to be happy, and wants to control your misery is a monster. A monster I, my friends, decided to let go of. I decided to be responsible for my happiness because happiness is an inside job and I'm the one who's going to give it to me. Just as you can give happiness and peacefulness to yourself. My throat, goodness, excuse me. I'm speaking something that most people disagree with. Come on, Ed. We're out here walking in the city hall and there's starting to be cars. So it's a very simple thing. Yes, we have situations we've created. Yes, we're surrounded by a lot of things. And not everything is happy. Not everything is good and suitable to the way we want it to be. So it's not going to take overnight. But if we keep waiting and we don't stop and decide, okay, verification. Look at these gorgeous babies. I hope someone's watering them. They're still beautiful. Maybe they are being watered. But we've got to start now. We've got to take charge of this peace and this happiness we want. And meanwhile, this earth we are living on, being on, doing on, creating on, has a mind of her own too. I told you guys in a video a long time ago, the earth is alive. Everything around us is energy, everything. And if she's not happy with something, she's always, birds, she's always regenerating and renewing. It doesn't mean that we continue to take from her the way we're doing and expecting her to still be beautiful. We've got to show her love and respect and be grateful for what she's giving to us. Because I'm telling you right now, she's going to hiccup, she's going to burp, she's going to fart, and what's going to happen? There's going to be earthquakes, there are going to be storms, tsunamis, hurricanes, tornadoes. I grew up with that stuff. She can get angry. She has a right to. And the doom scrolling of the social media that causes us to feel inferior. Something you got to realize, okay, I've got this computer in my back pocket at all times, and I have choices. I can look at things and make myself sick and sad, or I can use it to educate myself. So you gotta want better for yourself. And like I said, those who don't want what's best for you, leave those people alone. Leave those things and situations by the wayside. And send it away with love, because the love that created you also created them. So I will get off my soapbox now, but I'm telling you, I will leave you with the fact that energy flows where focus goes. And if we all start choosing to feel better, if we all start choosing to come from a loving place, we must stop the judgment, we must stop the control. No, this is not easy. It is not by far. It's going to take time. But when you decide that you are in the driver's seat of your life, and you start making the decisions by becoming aware, awareness. It's the how we're doing things. Listen to the music you want to listen to that's beautiful and soothing and calming. This is my music. Hear it, the birds. Wish people and things well. Because if we keep casting judgment, casting slurs upon people, we're going to keep getting that. And one more thing I have said before. I live in a sweet little town. It is charming. But there's things like this. Old buildings that people have decided to put their energy into resurrecting. And yet, right down there is a creek bed. And there are homeless people that live in there. And people can walk by every day. Just walk by it like it doesn't exist. Doesn't change overnight. But we've got to open our hearts and we've got to want the best. And we got to start with ourselves. Then the world is going to change. It's going to catch on. And if people laugh at you and make fun of you because you're speaking love, and oh, that's so corny, send those people love and keep going. Just keep going forward. Look at things that bring your heart joy. Listen to things that make you feel good. Look at things that are pleasing. I start every day with a walk in nature because it makes me feel good. And when you feel good, the expansion from that feeling good sends out vibrations. Everything is energy and vibrations. Happy Friday, you guys. Yes, it's July the 4th. And I live in a also very dry part of California. California in the whole is becoming a desert. And if we would just stop selling these fireworks. I know people are going to get them. As long as they exist and they want them, they'll get them. Just be careful. Be mindful. I love you all as best I can. I'm sending you all peace and love, surrounded by the brightest white light. And we know what that white light is. We were created from it. Remember who you are. Remember what you want. Remember what you're doing to get what you want. There's ramifications and repercussions. In other words, the fallout is real. So go into desires with the best of intentions that benefit you. Paying my comment on the spending of money, to spend your money on experiences if you're going to spend your money, not on things. Things are short lasting. They don't bring long lasting happy results. That was my point with the credit card. All right, you guys. Have a good one. And Eddie and I are heading home. And we're going to try to have the best day we can today. Good morning. Because we can. There's the school. And here is the creek. And that gorgeous eucalyptus I shared the other day. All right, y'all. Say, see you later.